Well, good morning, everyone. I want to talk a little bit more about the excessive rainfall. So here's the deal. I really think it's the rain this morning that's going to cause a problem. Whenever you have slow-moving thunderstorms that really just sit over an area, that could lead to an excessive rain amounts. And that's why we saw up to close to 4 to 5 inches of rain in some spots. On average, it was less than an inch to an inch. But then we also had some areas that saw well over 2. So that's why we have a low level for excessive rain impacts. Now, the good news is that we have the rain this morning, I think, is really going to stabilize the atmosphere. Yesterday, we actually got enough sunshine to get up to 90 degrees. That was a lot more unstable and was more conducive for these pop-up showers and thunderstorms. The more clouds that we see today, the better off it's going to be for us. So that's the best news that I have for you. And I don't really see this going up to a medium threat yet. And also, our Saturday rain totals are starting to come down as well. So we're removed from that by tomorrow. As far as our low visibilities, this is not necessarily fog. I think it could turn into fog once we start to see a little bit of clearing here and there. But this is definitely going to be a more rain-induced reduction of those visibilities right around Rock Hill for the most recent report as that heavy rain continues to push through. Also, our dew points are still prime, so it is still pretty juicy atmosphere, and those dew points in the lower 70s definitely great for storm-making fuel. So here's what's going on. 90 yesterday, 80 for today. That's a big difference, and that is going to temper the amount of thunderstorms. I don't think you see as numerous ones or as strong of the rain rates, even though we are seeing them this morning. I have a high of 84 degrees for today. Still going to have a real feel of about 88 with 82 degrees. That really just shows how humid it is. So let's get right to our futurecast. All this rain that we're seeing, I think we could still see it jog into the afternoon. Now, one thing that I'm really starting to see is a little bit more of a break for the afternoon heading into the evening. I do think you have a comeback of some of these storms that could arrive a little bit later on tonight heading into tomorrow. And that means that you could actually have a wet start briefly, what we're having here for your Saturday. We have a break before we have a few storms, and the same thing goes for your Sunday. So that's the biggest change that we're seeing here. Sometimes when you have a big rain like what we just recently had, it actually could be our favor where it will temper some of those other rain chances. Now let's get right to later on this evening. Here's a scenario that you could see some slow moving thunderstorms, this time not as much over Mecklenburg County. And then this is tomorrow morning. I think you could see maybe a slight rain shower chance, but then those thunderstorms start to blossom, especially around the mountains. That's where you're seeing it for Saturday afternoon. It's really after 2 o'clock for the rest of us, but you're not really seeing anything as widespread as what we were seeing earlier. Jogging into your Father's Day, actually it's trending a good direction there as well. You do see some blossoming storms, better chance heading into the evening. So as I've been saying, advice really for the last couple of days, if you have any plans for Father's Day, I think before 2, besides the mountains, you're unfortunately seeing rain a little bit earlier, you are going to be able to avoid most of this activity. So there's some good news. Always look at a silver lining for things, right? For our extended forecast, the 7-day, you can see that we are weather alert for today, especially this morning. We'll see if we have to drop it off if we don't have the energy for a little bit later on. Your Father's Day up to about 88 degrees. Just note we also have to be alert. 93 degrees, hottest day of the year coming at the end of next week. Take care. That's your weather report.